Our local honeybee population is gearing up for the summer, and we're ready for them. We cleaned out our swarm boxes, evicting all the ants, spiders, and mice that had moved in over the winter, and we rubbed the inside of each box with various attractants in hopes of catching a swarm. A healthy honeybee colony with a summertime population of 50,000 bees will winter over with only 15,000 workers and the queen. A third of that wintertime population won't make it through to spring. As the summer warms up, the queen awakens from her torpor, and the surviving crew gets busy preparing for a new season of growth. The comb, now almost empty of the honey that sustained them through the winter, needs to be refurbished to the queen's satisfaction so she can start laying eggs again. The worker bees will clean out each cell, smooth the walls, and add a thin layer of propolis, which acts as an antibacterial buffer for the eggs. The queen will not lay an egg in any cell until this step has been completed. Before laying, she puts her head inside the cell and measures it with her antennae. The size of the cell determines what kind of egg she lays. 90% of the cells in the hive are the correct size for workers, which are females, since they make up the vast majority of the colony. The drones, males, make up the remaining 10% of the summertime population and require a bigger cell. If the builder bees determine the colony needs more drones, a worker's cell will be enlarged to a drone-sized cell, and after measuring, the queen will lay a drone egg. If the builders determine fewer drones are needed, as in the case in late summer, a drone-sized cell will be reduced to a worker-sized cell, and the queen will lay a female egg. Right now, our soon-to-be queen is rebuilding the numbers, laying only female eggs, and then we'll slowly add the male eggs in time for mating season. In full production, she lays 2,000 eggs a day, and the population inside the hive begins to swell. When the hive starts to get crowded, the colony will choose to swarm. The worker bees will then create elongated cells in which the queen will lay the egg that will eventually become the new queen. The original queen, after laying her replacement, leaves the existing hive with half the workers in search of a new home. It's a honeybee's colony's ultimate goal to reproduce itself by swarming, such that one colony becomes two. Scouts will travel for miles looking for the perfect place to start over, and we hope they discover and move into our swarm boxes. We built the boxes just the right size, put them up in just the right trees at just the right height. We made sure they were clean and dry, and then we rubbed the inside of them with wax, propolis, and lemongrass. Now it's just a waiting game. Even though it's unlikely for a colony to swarm this early in the season, we check the boxes daily to see if any scouts are inspecting them. The scouts, in theory, will smell the old honeycomb and propolis and think, this box has had honeybees living here before, so it's obviously the perfect spot to start over. Luckily, bees are bees and don't think like me, because if it were me, I'd smell the old honeycomb and question what happened to the last swarm. I mean, if it's such a great spot, why did they leave? But we really are, in fact, the perfect forever home for our bees. We actively encourage clover in our pastures. We never mow our lawn too short. We encourage native plants in and around our fields, and we never, ever use any pesticide or herbicide of any kind. We had a swarm move in a couple years ago, but ultimately lost the hive to a bear. This year, though, I know we'll be successful. We will attract the swarm and lose the bear, I'm sure of it. That's the thing about farmers. We have an abundance of hope. We tend to be industrious, and though not always lucky, we hang on to our hope. That is, in fact, what keeps us going. That and being pathologically stubborn. Every spring, all the failures of the year before fade away, and just as the trees start to flower, the farmer's hope begins to blossom as well. This year, it's going to be different. This year, everything is going to be just fine. This year, we'll have luck on our side.